trio is going on an adventure. There will be time lapse happening, and we are going to Dubbo. You got me, JJ, and Belle in the background. So here goes the time lapse.
But we got the best radio on at the moment. We're currently watching Uncle Parsley while we're driving on our trip. Let's go!
Hype it up, guys. Let's go.
Back, guys, we are here at Taronga Western Plains. We are going to look at some stuff. There might be some filming, hopefully see one of my favorite animals, which is the rhinos. But here we go. So, we have seen the meerkats, we have seen the rhino, which you guys just saw, and the zebras. Now we are going to see the hippos, so let's go see them. See you there. So, we have come back to the rhinos because there's more walking around, as you can see by guys, we have just left the eland. Now we're gonna go see a bunch more animals, then we will get back to the schedule. Might be some now, we might come back tomorrow, we might see what the go is, but should be a fun time. Let's go see more animals.
Truck windows. Accidents have happened, so if something does drop out, please let me know as soon as possible. Our keepers will attempt to retrieve your item, but it doesn't always come back, so I would highly recommend just being better safe than sorry. Coming up on our left, we have our first animal out of the gate, quite literally, pun intended, and that is our common eland. This is a species of antelope, and it is actually the second largest antelope in the world. These guys can get up to about a ton in weight, which does tend to slow them down a little bit on the savannah. Do not lick my truck, I can see you. Do not lick my truck. These guys only run about 40 k's an hour. I've tried to set you up so that you can still see without letting them lick the back of the truck. But basically, because they are so large, they tend to be a little bit slower than everybody else. If they're running 40 k's an hour and a hungry lioness is running 80 k's an hour, you can tell who's going to win that race. Cheeky girl, I saw that. Essentially, they can jump into the air about 2 meters. So if they happen to have a hungry lioness jump out of the long grass at them, they will leap into the air instinctively, This is not a running leap, they just spring up like Spider-Man, kind of straight up into the air, hopefully straight out of the claws of that hungry lioness. Over at the back, see that big hill truck? And we do turn around, guys, so if you're on the other side, please don't think you're not going to see them. We have our scimitar horned oryx, or scimitar oryx. These guys are named after a sword that has a curved blade, so you can probably see why they got that name. They're the only oryx species out of 4 that have curved horns, and if I move up a little bit, everyone will be able to see one on the hill on the right. These guys are nomadic, so they wander. They don't think that he's found on the ground. I have absolutely no idea what it is, but it must taste good. Kind of just looks like cobwebs, to be honest. Kibu's doing his best to share whatever is. I really do think it's cobwebs. I'm gonna get up nice and close. You guys tell me what it is. Oh, he's dropped it again. What are you eating, Kindu? Now these guys are facing what we call a silent extinction. So everybody sees giraffes in zoos, we see them on documentaries all the time, and their numbers, when they tell you that there's 116,000 giraffes in the wild, that sounds amazing. Sounds like there's no way they could go extinct. Did he eat it?
No,
He dropped it again? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Don't let me get distracted. So you'd think that that sounds amazing. There's no way they could become extinct in our lifetimes. But there's actually been recent studies into different species of giraffe. So we once thought that all giraffe were just one species. Giraffe were giraffe. Now we know that there are 4 distinct species. And one of them is critically endangered. Critically endangered, because you'll read that a lot around the zoo, means they can become extinct in our lifetimes. So it's really, really scary. Also the fact that these guys are getting caught up in indiscriminate snaring, so poachers laying traps out for other animals to benefit off of their bodies. So these guys really aren't doing it the best. And that's not super great, because they are our gentle giants. So you might wonder why we have a habitat with all male giraffe in it. What is the purpose? They are ambassadors for their species, so I get to talk to you about them and make you fall in love with them, and then next time you're doing something at the shopping centre, you might be a little bit more hesitant to buy something that's not exactly environmentally friendly, because every little choice that we make helps. So I'm going to go nice and slow because everyone on the right hand side is going to be able to see it. And his buddies Kari and Runako are hanging out down in that corner down there. And if you have a look at Zuri's bottom, that sounds like a weird thing to say, but he has special shadow stripes. So they're faded stripes in between his big bold stripes, and that's a great way to tell that we're looking at a plain zebra, because the other zebra species don't have those at all. Completely unique stripe pattern. You will never ever in your whole lives witness another stripe pattern just like Zuri's, because the giraffes also use their spots to cool themselves down. So Kawizi here, if he gets too hot, there is an intricate network of veins under each individual patch, and he will throw excess body heat out that way, so he can cool himself down a little bit. The fact that he's standing under a tree to browse leaves and fruits and flowers also probably helps him, so he's in the shaded parts. And he's using that beautiful tongue that we've witnessed with Kibu and Kindu, and he's using it to pull out the hay. Now, being a browsing species, our giraffe are also offered fresh branches with leaves on them throughout the day, and they're just hung up from the same area that their hay bales are as well. We've got some more of our common eland over here on the right. Out with Najanu and Alongi, our 2 giraffe, we also have Namib. So if you look down from the tallest mammal, you'll see the tallest bird. He is flightless, so ostrich are part of the rat-height family. sometimes I think that that would be a really cool band name, the Ratites. But essentially it is the ostrich, emus, cassowaries, rheas and kiwis. They are all flightless, they've all evolved to be ground-dwelling birds, and he has those beautiful black feathers to show that he is a male. He nests on the ground. He'll nest with several females in a communal nest, and the females are a lighter colour because they take day shift of protecting their eggs. Namib here, if he was lucky enough to father some babies, he would be taking night shift.
So here we got Jamie looking at the lions and taking photos. What is your favourite thing about the lion?
They go rawr.
That is very nice. Let's see if we can try and get him. I don't think it's gonna happen. But we can just see him. Wake up. It might be dead. I think it's dead. Hey,
Mufasa?